So when it came to like serious life decisions, as in like picking my wife, I had to make sure that I can be as open and honest with you, and you will never use anything for ammunition. So those buttons to press, like to your point where you're saying like when in the argument when someone's trying to take you there, we argue and she doesn't try to take me there. I can't be with the woman who's going to try to take me there.
That's part of the selection process.
Did you have to talk about that after an argument? Like maybe you guys got into an argument, she said something, not knowing that that was a trigger for you.
Hear me very, very, very clearly.
You know who you are.
I made sure that before I even was ever going to ask the question, there was some solid arguments. And it wasn't that I had to have a conversation with her or ask anything of her. I needed to see how she was naturally going to respond to me and handle me in tough moments. And it's because of the way that she handled me in tough moments that I knew
that she'd be good. Yeah.
She'd be good.
Word.
And we could be good.
No, I like that. I know I'm the...
It was more about knowing myself, right?
Yeah.
And my boundaries and my standards and what I want out of life, right? And how I kind of need my space to operate and like you just gotta fit in.
Okay. I figured that was a good question to ask you because I know you, like I said, I know you for a long time. There's certain things, know what I mean? Like,
and you know my wife very well, so she's
very chill.
She's very chill.
Very chill.
And it takes a lot for me to even get her mad and even get to the point where we are arguing, but for sure, she's sweet as apple pie, and that's one of the main things I love about her. Like, she doesn't have a malice bone in her body. Like, I don't even think she would be capable of like trying to even get that out of me. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't
sometimes,
think she could.
like, Bam, I'll move on to you. Sometimes like sometimes it's not on purpose, right? Sometimes there are things that like are said and you guys are still not knowing, know what I mean? Like, how do you deal with that? Have you been in those situations? Have you had to have a conversation after an argument like, yo, listen, you said this?
Absolutely. And it's, for me, that was all part of, it's kind of the touch base on what C was saying. That was all part of the relationship that went into that selection process that we're talking about. We're going through those tough times and kind of crossing those lines and figuring out where each other's boundaries are to be able to come back after the fact and say, hey, listen, this was where, like, we were talking about this, but when the way that you brought up that, or the way that, like, the way that this was used in the argument to try to assume or allege that's the only, like, going through it and experiencing it and talking about it after the fact. For me, I'm biased because I went through sports, so like game film and reanalyzing.
Niggas going over going back over,
figuring out the
Listen,
best
shorty, sit down right here. So that's where you went wrong.
So and not just you, not just you, me too.
Showing receipts.
So that every situation that you go through isn't for nothing. It's a learning experience that you can go back to.
But that's where it went wrong, right here.
So this X-axis,
so that you can make sure that it doesn't happen again.
This is where you got me fucked up, right here. This is where you got me fucked up, right here.
Because the intersection, you'll fuck around and find out. Got you. Because in a lot of ways, I understand exactly what he's talking about because I've spent a lot of time afraid of myself and the way that I would react to certain things, and you spend certain time choosing to avoid certain situations instead of addressing them in fear of how you're going to react to them, instead of addressing them for what they are and what you need to address to move forward the way you need to. So like that became and was the process, and like after that whole journey, it became addressing each and every single one of those situations as quick as possible, so that it didn't have the opportunity to have any further any further impact over my life. So it's if and when it happens, okay, we might be upset for a little bit. We might be both be in our feelings for a little bit and not talk about it. But when we're able to kind of shed the emotions and talk about truth and fact, we can get to the bottom of what exactly happened, where shit went left, and make sure that it doesn't happen again. And that's what it's all about. Finding that person that you're willing to go through that trial and tribulation with.
I was about to ask him, like, did you have to know that she wasn't capable of it? Because anybody's capable of anything.
No, for sure. Anybody is absolutely capable of anything, for sure. But people have a nature to them, right? And so it was more about me picking for that. Like, I didn't want anybody, like, if I'm gonna be somebody that's can rush to a certain emotion, right? For balance purposes, I needed somebody that isn't gonna do that and can even reel me in.
I'm about to say, like, in those moments when you might get to that point, you can, and it might be because of her, or you might feel like she has some blame in it. You can probably, like, understand that, like, that's not her. Like,
no, absolutely.
That's probably me that brought her to this point.
No, absolutely.
So, like, now knowing that you picked somebody like that, or y'all picked each other, y'all can understand. All right, maybe she can understand if you get like that. Maybe it's something I said, or vice versa, and you like. So that can change an entire dynamic on when y'all actually would get out of character.
Yeah,
like, you know, I think that's important because you added to it by saying, you know, like, we can talk about it to make sure this don't happen again. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And then when it happens multiple times, that's when it becomes a problem because you spend a long time, like, learning yourself. And, like, when you get into a relationship later in your life, like, it's like I don't want somebody to knowingly treat me against what I know I'm like, you know, what I'm like used to, or what I know what I want. You know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't take that for a long time. You know what I mean? So, like, once or twice, like you said, you could probably work it out. But, like, once you know somebody's nature, then that's when you really gotta.
That's one of those, if and when somebody shows you who you are or who they are, you gotta believe them.
Yeah.
And because that's the problem, we make up these ideas and we create these fantasies of who we want or we believe people to be, and the longer that we hold on to that and excuse every single other example that shows us who they really are, is the longest that we deceive ourselves. Like because there's a fine line between where that person is manipulating us, and when we are choosing or allowing to be manipulated. You know what I mean? And it's all about.
I was thinking about when he said his wife. You say your wife got a crazy mouth, right? She talked to you. Like, y'all can argue.
We could argue, and not unknowingly to her, unbeknownst to her, she would say things that would trigger me, right?
Right.
Not that she was trying to, like, step on my neck or, like, knowingly disrespect me. That's just how she would argue.
I'm about to say,
growing up.
I know,
like, that's how she argued.
We all know his wife, so I can understand if she said some shit like, you stupid nigga. And I'm like, see, me, but you also kind of argue like that too. Like,
no. See,
I don't know if you actually with her. But
no. I don't. Not at all. Not at all with anybody. If I'm arguing with you, it's for a point that I'm trying to make.
Okay.
I'm not arguing with you and then gonna call you out your name or call you like that. I mean, like, if I'm arguing with you, if I'm arguing with you, it's because I'm trying to get you to realize something, or, like, see it from my perspective. It's not because I think you're dumb, or, like, or whatever. That just doesn't resolve the problem. I'm arguing to resolve the problem, not just because I'm mad or just because
or to be right,
to be angry or whatever, just to belittle you. Like, that's not what I'm trying to. That's not what we're here for.
Yeah, because somebody's cut off could be name calling, and then that might not bother other people as much. Like, and then his cut off is something where you, like, it's vindictiveness, where you using something that I gave you in confidence, you know, like, don't bring it up, like, you know what I mean? That's not what that's for.
I don't like escalation of tone. I don't like tone.
For some people, it's comparisons, comparing people to.
It ain't your kid. We got a kid, bro.
I mean,
the louder they get, the less you can hear them.
The louder they get, the more I'm tuned out, and I'm like, oh, we about to go in. Like I already like anything we're gonna argue about now is just gonna be irrelevant. Now we're about to say a bunch of things that we don't mean. So here we go. Like, we about to get into this don't mean shit back. We about to just talk a bunch of shit. That's my problem. I start telling you. I start saying dumb shit that I don't need to know.
Yeah, but I say that's my problem. We talk about that sober thoughts.
Or drunk words or sober thoughts.
Yeah, don't say
angry words is sober thoughts.
Don't say some shit in the argument
because you yelling. don't mean that you have the right to say whatever the fuck you want. Because I'm gonna tell you, I can apologize for shit, but I'm gonna let you know right now, I don't like saying sorry to people because like it's two things. Either I did what I meant to do or said what I meant to say, or like I didn't mean to hurt you and you know that shit. Mm-hmm. Like you know that shit. Y'all know if I said some shit to y'all, like you might have to check me and ask me like what the fuck that meant if it bothered you. But I'm not saying anything to openly, blatantly disrespect you. That's just not in my character. So if I say some shit that bothers somebody, then you probably should, you know, like, and I don't say sorry. Like you probably should check me.
I think that's I'm big on apologies. I'm quick to like. I don't mind saying sorry because I've been wrong before.
I don't mind.
I mean, and people are wrong all the time.
I'll say it.
Yeah, I don't mind saying sorry.
I want you to act.
But I do appreciate an apology. I mean, I appreciate an apology. Like just saying sorry will help me move past the subject so much further. Like
I get it. I apologize actually even more now, especially with my wife, because I realize like there might have been times I might have been a little overboard or just acting like instead of like actually thinking I probably had my assuming phases where I'm assuming the whole rest of this conversation, but you actually made there's a different,
we're human. We've been wrong before.
There's a different point you were probably trying to make, but I heard one part and I got mad. Mm-hmm. Like I always say, yo, tell me like a different part before the mad part, because I might stick to that part and be pissed off. But you were trying to like bring it home and it never got there.
And it's crazy because we really don't talk about that a lot. Like it's like the real difference between intention and reception. Like because you can have all the best and all the purest and all the most kind intentions behind a message or something that you try to get across to like your significant other, but like whether it's
they'll receive it,
well, whether like you had a hard day and like you're a little stressed out and the way that message came out was a little bit more aggressive or abrasive, and or again, that's not blaming anything, but like it's just other surrounding circumstances that contribute to the way that certain things are received.
And I want to be clear, I will say sorry. I'm just saying I don't go into it thinking that I'm wrong.
Right? Yeah.
A lot of situations. But when I know I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Mm-hmm. You know, I will say it.
There's times where I know where like I had to realize through the conversation that I might have been wrong. Yeah. Because I initially felt so strongly about it anyway. And that's just me being human and just again my thoughts. Sometimes I'm like, yo, I'm going too overboard or overthinking. When you would try to make a simple point, but
you ain't going to some shit thinking you making a mistake. You know
not at all. I'm going into it with my opinion because we are open.
You being able to take other facts into your opinion, and realizing, and acknowledging the fact that, all right, maybe I was wrong, or maybe that I was thinking about this wrong. That means you're a good human being.
Even if I feel like I was right and I hurt you, I will apologize.
That's the key factor.
Yeah. But it's often that I'm like, come on now.
but see, in arguments, I'd be like, now see, we argued about a whole bunch of bullshit that ain't gonna mean shit in the next 10 minutes. Yeah. And we didn't. What result did we get to except for pissing each other off?
I won't say shit that I think that I'm trying to hurt you, but I'll say facts that will hurt you. And me thinking that I'm just saying facts, I'm like, I'm not trying to hurt you. This is what happened, nigga. Yeah. Like, what are you talking about? But then we argue with facts. Girls argue with emotions, the feelings and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So like, we're just thinking logical, like, 1 + 1 = 2, nigga. And they're like, no, it could be something else.
That shit's dangerous.
Nah, but
when a nigga start arguing emotions, that shit dangerous.
Yeah, nah, oh god, don't let those niggas start.
You gotta punch your holes in walls.
Yeah, that's what shit get to.
Been there, done that. Been there, done that. Hands hurt, hands breathing.
Yeah,
done that.
Scars to prove.
Scars to prove.
We don't have to
prove it. A lot of healing time.
We are arguing with emotions sometimes. Like sometimes we think that we got shit under control, but we're an emotional nigga. You know what I mean? Sometimes you are an emotional nigga and you don't even know it. Like
a lot of emotional niggas out here.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta know yourself. Know that.
But see, here's the thing. It's one thing to be like do the emotions with your wife, significant other, but when you outside doing it with your niggas, like what we was just talking about, like just being overly emotional, it's like, bro, you gotta chill, dog. These are your niggas, dog. Like, this ain't your girl. Like this ain't your lady. Like your lady, you gotta kind of like compress the hardness and kind of embrace the affection in a sense. to an extent, as best as you feel like you can. So you can't be overly like hard with your niggas. Like you gotta be go right back to it.
So. Like nigga, like you would think usually with things happen with us, nigga, or you address it, that's it, nigga. We're moving on. Like nothing
anything that would happen here.
Shit is happening.
Anything that would happen here, it would just be like, all right, bro, let's sit here.
It wouldn't be a long conversation. It would be all right. That happened. All right, my bad, yo. My bad. I'm sorry.
We gonna kick back for
that's it, nigga.
We'll kick back for 30 minutes and then
this ain't no joke if I say it, yo, my nigga go to therapy. It's not a joke. I'm dead ass serious. Like that shit can help.
Yo.
You ain't got nobody to talk to, go to therapy.
Let's get it though.
We need to start this fucking shit.
We can continue that, right, buddy? Bro, it's been recorded.
Oh,
You gotta just throw that shit in there.
Don't acknowledge the camera, my nigga. We are talking. Man.
This nigga wants straight
It's
through.
been abracadabra, my
He
nigga.
wants straight through. He wants straight through.
Crazy.
This nigga don't want to find that clip. Abracadabra, my nigga.
What clip?
Wait a minute. What's this? This ain't enough. Make it enough.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
That was early.
Let's go.
He said it was early.
It was a little. It's all good though. We on time, baby. Make it enough.
I was mid sip. I was like, oh, I gotta catch my breath.
We are here, back for another installment. Season 2, second episode.
There you go. Yes, sir.
New and improved.
Always, man. Quality. The setup.
Quality is A1. A1 quality.
A1 quality for
all
real.
the time.
Y'all can hear me. I'm sure y'all can hear me good.
I mean,
But yeah, let's
Banks, what the fuck is going on, bro? What are we doing here?
Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy DJ Banks, and you are now tuned in to Make It Enough podcast.
Wait a minute. What's this? This ain't enough.
And what we do?
Make it enough.
1,000%. As always, I'm with my boy DJ Bugs.
What's up, Doc?
DJ Blueprint.
Rumor has it, the Blueprint Classic.
And our creative director, Chef Q.
Cute.
Yes, sir. Make sure you follow us on all streaming platforms at Make It Enough Podcast.
Wait a minute. What's
Yes, sir.
This
I
ain't
need a
enough.
light. Light that.
Like to,
We got a special guest in here
We
today.
sure
man.
the hell do.
Somebody
Good catch.
announced my guy. Man.
Yeah, man. DJ Bugs. Well, yeah, who we got here, bro? What's the one of the brothers we got in the building,
Yo,
yo?
we got one of my longtime friends, childhood, like literally childhood friends, my nigga, like years, 20 years plus. I'm talking about,
Hey.
like, I'm talking about fucking elementary school, middle school. My friend, man.
What they talking about?
My man, niggas don't know. Niggas don't go back like we go back, bro.
It's impossible.
Know what I mean? One of my good friends, one of my best friends, man. Clap it up for my man TJ.
Yes, sir.
He is here to give us another perspective from our perspective.
Yeah.
The married man perspective. Yeah. Know what I mean, this guy has 4 kids. Been married for how long?
6 years.
Married for
Nice.
6 years.
Nice, bro.
6 years, bro.
Blessing.
Yeah.
Bless up for that.
That's a long time. Yeah.
Yeah, son. So let's get right into it, yo.
Yes, sir. Let's get right into it.
All right. Question of the day. This comes from our group chat, actually. I mean, we're not getting too specific, but how do you deal with going outside? So, like, going out for a bros night, know what I mean? Like, we know, like, I guess birthdays are, like, a given or whatever. But say, like, you just want to, like, go to the strip club. Say you just, like your man calls you, like, yo, what's going on? Like, I say it's Monday and he gives you time. Like, yo, let's go out, like, on Saturday or, I mean, over the weekend or in 2 weeks or whatever. Know what I mean? Like, know what I mean? So you not we all know we have, like, it's impossible for us to get outside, like, the day of, right? So if I call you, TJ, like, Friday night and I'm talking about, like, let's go out, like, in a couple of hours, it's not a couple years ago, we're not in high school, we're not, I mean, no is the answer, I know that. But, so we'll go down the line. TJ, we'll start with you. So if I was to call you, like, strip club, know what I mean, club, whatever, is it okay? Do you need permission? Do you have to ask? Like, how do we, this is a delicate situation with our wives, know what I mean? So how do you handle?
Nah, this that situation is usually like fun for me because it's you know me well. It's such a off the wall. Like I might go out, but I'd never go to the strip club. That's not something I typically do.
Right.
So literally, if I was to be like, "Yo, babe, Bidget just hit me. He's DJing at the strip club tonight. He wants me to come." That's just something that is such a. It would be like, oh,
out of the ordinary.
Out of the ordinary for you to know.
It would be just shocking.
Want you to get out at that.
Yeah,
point.
Right.
If I was like, yo, let's come pop bottles with me tonight.
Nah, for sure. My wife, anytime you guys are ever like, yo, let's go pop bottles, let's go get drunk, let's go just do some wildly fun shit.
Yeah.
My wife is always encouraging it because it's like that's the rare thing for me that I
That's a
would
nigga
never
that's
Going out.
home.
Yeah, stay home. Yeah.
So it's
Take
like-
care of home. You can. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
can
it's
pull up.
never like I never have to ask permission. And plus she just I'm not asking permission to do shit.
I feel you, nigga. I feel you, nigga.
I'm telling you this is what I
I don't have a horn, but
Respectfully.
I'm telling you this is what I
Mic
want
drop.
to do. We have a discussion on timing and if it works, and,
Nigga said I'm not asking.
what's up. But I'm not asking.
Yeah,
my wife
okay.
permission
I feel you.
for nothing.
Hey.
Especially when you don't be doing that regularly anyway. Like, it's one thing if you was just like out here every fucking
Right.
other
That's
day.
a different conversation.
That's a different conversation.
Completely different
Entirely
conversation.
Let's say, yo, when's the last time I went out? And then that kind of conversation is like, I'm not asking. I'm just trying to coordinate.
Right. I'm trying to coordinate.
Who putting the little one to sleep? Like, lock the door,
And that's where it kind of comes down to for me. It's just a matter of communication.
Yeah.
It's like nobody's out here at this point sneaking around doing no wild shit. It's a situation where if it's a rare occasion where something's going on for the night, it's really not an issue.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's communication, knowing in advance. Obviously the wife's gonna be like, all right, so who you going out with? Because sometimes it's like, I know you about to be wild with them, but even with the strip club, like I could talk to my wife and she's gonna be like, you already know the deal. Don't spend no rent money and bring me some money home. That's it. Be responsible. Don't be paying their bills, but enjoy yourself. Have a drink, whatever. You don't really go out anyway like that. You home for the most part with the little ones, so go ahead, vibe out. Just communication, because we got to coordinate, like, who's going to watch the baby. Right. Now you got to be prepared, like, to be with the baby all night. You know what I'm saying?
Because if you're going out to drink late at night, but you got that early morning shift.
Yeah, nah.
Be prepared. Yeah.
That's
like Friday night.
Gotta know what you got.
That's a treacherous predicament.
Yeah.
She give you a test.
There's nothing worse than trying to take care of a baby hungover.
Oh, yeah, both off the bottle.
What? Struggling.
Yeah.
Struggling.
Oh my God.
How about you, Bugs?
Well, back in before, I guess I used to downplay it. I used to be like, yo, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know. What happened? Bye. And see you later. Nah, but I guess communication is the key. Keeping it real, 100. Now we have kids. It's fucking hard as shit to go out. One thing I try to do is encourage her to go out as much as possible.
Awesome. Yeah.
Because I like going out. I'm not gonna front. Like, I like going out, and I don't want to have, I guess, too much resistance. So when I do the days that I do want to be like, yo, like, I'm trying to go out or whatever. Mm-hmm. So like, if I feel like you should have your fun too. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So like, I don't want you to be stuck in the house. I want you to feel like, because I'm going out, that means you can't go nowhere either.
Yeah.
I want you to go out and have fun and be with your friends. I don't mind. I'll stay home with the kids by myself. It's cool as shit. I don't care. But I do like going out. I do like hanging out with my friends. I do like we need guys days. Like, I think it's healthy for us.
we need more. We need more.
We need more.
We need to plan more.
We need like today's guys pod, nigga. Like, we need that, bro. Like, we need that. Dog. Like, it's healthy for us. But usually there aren't resistance. Like TJ said, I'm not asking. We're compromising. You know what I mean? But
But you know what's funny about it? Just because I know it's the same, I know it's absolutely the same at your house as well. But it's like that's also a vice versa thing. Like, don't fucking ask me if you can go.
Exactly. Don't ask me, nigga.
Don't ask me shit.
Tell where you going? Oh, all right.
Especially if you know, like, if you already know what the schedule looks like for the week. Like, this would be a day that we will both have been home. One of us could go out. That's cool. Like, we would have already been home anyway. So if you have the opportunity to hang out with your homegirls or get your hair done, get your nails done, do whatever. Yeah, get a massage, like do whatever.
Ain't asking me about none of that. She's going.
I'm about to say, so there's a difference between asking if you got something tonight versus asking if I can do something tonight.
Yes. There's asking permission if I can go out is different than asking, yo, are you planning on doing something?
That's key.
Create
that's called coordinate.
Right. Either you gonna be out or I'm gonna be out. So it's like who playing what first?
Yeah, exactly.
Who playing what first and what time does one end versus the other?
You're not the warden. I'm not just gonna ask for permission off the block, my nigga, today. Like, nah, I mean, we not asking for hall passes.
I was trying. I want to go out with the boys. It's like I want to go out with the boys Friday.
No.
Are you doing anything?
No,
Friday?
you can't go out. Wait. What do you mean?
Wait, are you going out?
Wait, are you going out? No, I'm not going nowhere. You're not going nowhere neither.
So what we doing?
No.
Fuck you talking about?
Especially like I said, especially if it's a thing where it's like you take. If you taking care of business and everything's good at home, it shouldn't really be a problem to be like, yo, I'm going out on Friday. I watching the kid. It should be all right. I'll be back XYZ time. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds good to me.
I think it's a good conversation, especially if y'all got enough communication with knowing what's going on during each other's day, during each other's week. So you should kind of already know, like, I could definitely go out with the boys. But I'm gonna give you an advance notice so you can mentally prep yourself to be with this kid all night. Like,
y'all my role models.
You know what that sounds like?
I need to get outside.
Sounds like we out next weekend, right?
Sounds like
we outside, right?
Yeah, you gotta zoom in on some of them.
Oh, they want to know where we at?
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on to the next subject.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All right,
what this video is gonna be about.
My man TJ is here, and a couple of I'm gonna say we were having a conversation last year, maybe a couple months ago, and he put me on to this word, pick me, right? I had no idea what the fuck he was talking about. I'm thinking he's talking about fairies and shit. We were talking about conversations with like our wives' friends and shit like that. And he's like, nah, pick me like some of these girls, like, nah, I mean, or like pick me, like literally pick me, like they're like the ones like, and they get made fun of like for being quote unquote pick-me's, like they want the men to pick them. They do what they
seem like they're pandering
towards men.
Pandering?
Yeah,
is the word?
Okay.
That's how like accused of.
That's what the females
pandering to men.
Okay, so I'm gonna give an example that I think it would be, right? Say like, because this is some Instagram word, gotta be, or TikTok word. So like, say if like a Kevin Samuels posted some shit and a girl was agreeing with him, and somebody might.
Another girl would call that girl
a pick me.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Exactly.
She's agreeing with like, you got to be submissive and all that shit.
Yes.
Okay.
So
I've seen that.
Rick Ross, my man Rose, got himself a new shorty, right? And she took pick me, and she applied it to herself in a complimenting way.
Oh.
Please keep calling me a pick me. I'm asking you to refer to me as a pick me. I prefer it. All you're doing is manifesting that up with me. I want to get picked over and 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 over again by the same man a million times. I want to marry that man. I want to have that man's children. And I want to live a happy life because he keeps picking me and I keep picking him. I'm a pick me, for sure. I'm not a whatever the opposite of that would be, a not pick me. Whoever raised their hand and said, hey, don't pick me. I am a lover. I am here to be loved. I am here to give love. Hey. I'm a pick me. Pick me. Pick me.
Is she?
Pick me. For sure. 100%. You're not hurting my feelings. All you're doing is manifesting.
She's walking up the stairs.
Let's do it together. Pick Christina Mackey.
She's walking up the steps
Pick
like
Christina
flip-flops
Mackey.
or something.
They in one of their buildings that
because I'm picking him too. So if I'm a pick me, he's a pick me, and we get chose together.
Okay.
Y'all gotta grow the fuck up.
Energy.
Okay.
Please.
Can I go first?
Go ahead, kid.
Yeah. Because mine is mostly questions. Right. If she didn't address
Mike.
She didn't address why people are calling her pick me. I don't know why people are calling her pick me. I don't know what's specifically getting people to call her that or whatever. It just sounds like it could be a good thing if you put it the way she put it.
She hit niggas. She definitely hit the bitches with the fucking Uno reverse.
Now
she definitely hit the.
I'm going to speak to what I thought it was. I thought it was like the equivalent to being a simp.
A female version. That's what females would call their version of a simp.
Okay,
but it's not. It's to me, it's such a different. It's such a different thing, right? And it truly depends on like what they're qualifying for the argument of a pick me, right? Because I've seen it go as far as like you can't bring your man a plate type shit, and it's like my wife basically makes every plate that I eat, and it's. It's just part of her process. She's cooking it. She's doing everything.
That's probably the toxic
it for
side
the
of
kids.
it, though.
And it's like, they're like, oh, because you serve your man in that way, you're a pick me, and like trying to make like that like negative shit. And it's like that shouldn't be it. You know what I mean? Like if that's what's considered a pick me, like that's
that's
crazy.
the females.
Like because I would assume right now if your wife argued with women that say they want equality and they, and I'm trying to get kids. They're like, they argue with the women that say they want their man to cook for them. Like, if she would argue with them, I would see that as like, all right, y'all don't need to be arguing about what y'all prefer because either way that can look like, you know what I mean? So, like your wife, I'm pretty sure, because you said she's not argumentative, so she's not gonna really care that these other chicks want plates.
But it's also all right, because like to your point, right? My wife also understands who she got, right? So I've never been a nigga to cook or do anything like that.
Domestic?
So expect that from me would be kind of crazy, right? Like there is, and I'm not saying that. So my only thing is that if you have an expectation of you want your man to cook for you, right?
Right.
You might want to seek a man who is in a culinary profession. Cause that guy.
I didn't think he was gonna say that.
I was thinking that. I didn't think he was gonna take it in.
Don't, nigga. I'm a bank manager. Why would I?
Chef? Thinking about y'all like Emerald Lagasse, bitch.
Cooking money.
I was raised by women. I had sisters. I was the only boy. I'm me.
Nah.
So if I come,
I got you.
It's like
other
respectfully,
side, right?
that's just not me. And I'm not saying that there's an issue with you.
Okay.
Might be wanting that, but you also have to know
what you're looking
for and who you're currently with.
Yeah.
Like, don't get mad
at
if your boyfriend is like me and he has a regular job and plays video games and like does nothing around the kitchen.
Why you dating?
It would be ridiculous of you for you to expect him to just randomly cook you a meal,
right?
Like, shit, like, but again, it's like I do understand that my wife does work. She does have a job as well. She might not cook every night, so some nights I'm a DoorDash some shit.
Hey, you do what you
do what you gotta do.
Yeah. I do what I gotta do. I'm not like, you gotta cook every meal. You know what I mean? It's like
I think that's the difference. Because I do think that there's toxicness in both ways. Like a nigga could be called a simp for the like shit that's not simpy. You know what I mean? Like
no,
for supporting your
it's like you support a girl or you support some shit that women say, and you could be called a simp for that shit.
Absolutely.
Too.
To me, a simp is like someone who like absolutely doesn't stand on anything and would just do whatever
you fold in like
to get the girl,
wet paper bag
to get the girl or to try to get the cheeks. It's like that's a simp, right? If it's something, if you find yourself in situations that you won't normally be in or doing things that you won't normally do,
like degrading,
like
shit.
going. Now, it doesn't even necessarily have to be degrading. It's
like
just,
buying hotels just to smoke bitches up,
right? Like, like for anybody else.
That's the simp. That's the difference between the simp and the trick.
Yo, because I'm serious. It's like I'm serious though.
No ass?
Like, because why would you do that?
He's not even shooting blanks.
Somebody,
he's just like 3 whole 38
somebody
rounds
actually felt
straight
that.
through the roof.
Yo, somebody watching this is gonna feel that.
Yo,
my bad.
No reason for that.
Why you fire at them like that, yo?
That's
That's somebody real life.
It was just an example.
That's somebody real life.
That's the toxic simp.
But that was an example of that was an
That's
example.
seriously what I mean. Because it's like now you're jumping out of the ordinary. You're doing things that's like,
It's
why would you do
outside your
that?
house.
Now this is my last time. So, right now you see how he did that. Don't you think that there are some extreme, like cases where a woman can actually be a pick-me? You gotta acknowledge that. You gotta acknowledge that. And if you don't, I'm just saying.
Hit you with doing a reverse.
So no. Okay. When I typically have these conversations, I'm speaking in very general terms, right?
Right.
And generally speaking, the wants of men are not very far fetched, or you know, so I would need to
It's pretty clear.
They're pretty clear, right? So I would need to see the example of like what would be considered extreme pick-me.
We call them sick, yo. Like Krishan Rock. Like,
Okay, no. See, but that's not. Krishan Rock is not pick-me. That's stupidity.
Okay,
Right. Understood.
You
Like,
right. You right.
you know,
because she only want one nigga.
Right.
It's a difference.
And there's a difference. There's a
But
difference
some girls
between.
will cater to all niggas.
There's a difference between posturing yourself in a way where you look appealing
For a relationship.
Right.
than just being an idiot for one idiot.
And the shit that's fucked up.
Like you can't use Krishan Rock
On the
as
face.
as
On the face,
On the face,
on the
bro.
face,
On
nigga.
the face, bro.
Face on you, put my face on your face, nigga.
Yeah, I was about to say something, but I forgot about that angle.
Whenever I'm trying to define a simp to be,
hold
Krishan
off.
Rock would be in like female terms.
simp.
Like that would be a simp. Like that wouldn't be.
That's extreme. That's extreme.
But
That's
that's what
she's
I'm
a
saying.
simp.
That's what I'm getting.
But
at.
so
I don't know
these-
if she's an actual pick me.
She
not.
is all she
That's
did.
not.
All she like she's getting called a pick me for posturing to be in a relationship, for setting herself up for a successful relationship,
For being happy.
for like
Finding
trying
happiness.
to, I guess, find happiness. Like I guess the way when we were having the conversation, you were like, girls are just basically hating on other girls that want to be.
Happy?
Because the
But if
way
you
when
ignore
we were
certain
having
shit
that
as a woman-
conversation, it was the way at that time the internet was posing the argument was it was more so like a
I got y'all.
it was more so like a, okay, I'm gonna dress modestly because I want men to see me for more than sex, versus the no, wear what you want.
Okay.
And like fuck how they feel about it, right?
not-
Because
yeah.
it's like, okay, if you're gonna if every chick can't have their ass hanging out, right? Like and then we're supposed to pick wives of that, right? Like
But there might be that nigga that be like, yo, they could be a wife. And those are the niggas that's getting called simps.
They're rare.
No,
those
they're
are not.
No,
that's
them
very
niggas are
rare.
not rare.
No,
Not
it is,
in
though.
this generation
The
of
niggas
fucking
are not
power addicted
rare.
niggas that we got walking around
That's,
right now.
that's what I'm trying to get at.
That's a whole different
it's
situation
extremes
right
in
now.
both cases.
But those, I wouldn't say
think-
those are like
I
they
wouldn't
could be
say that
pick me.
those are
represents
reputable
most-
niggas. Those aren't niggas that we represent. Those aren't
Yeah,
niggas
I
that
wouldn't
are
say that.
we
No,
would.
absolutely
No,
not.
those aren't
Those
like.
don't represent the average male.
And I don't think I
Yeah.
don't think that would be even a successful way to go out about a relationship. You know what I mean, to find a like we all like.
But
all right,
they're doing it for
girls
pussy,
in
not
clubs,
relationships.
Girls
Simps are doing it for
There's a
pussy.
difference between like finding a girl with her ass out in the club and whatever, and trying to fuck, between then find a girl with her ass out in the club and taking her home to your mom. Like that's a whole different situation, bro. Like, I mean, like I understand like niggas wanting to hit or whatever. I understand that, but like you're out here you're out here like dressed in a see-through outfit at the club. That looks good for now, yeah. But you're not you don't deserve that because I don't know you. I don't know you behind this presentation.
But there's men in that same lane as her.
No, I don't know you in this presentation that you're showing. All I have is the cover of the book to judge you on. And now that I can't read the fine print,
you won't know it till you take it home.
know. And the presentation, what I'm seeing, it's not representative of what I would like to take home.
I agree.
You could be a reputable woman. You could be like, amazing on the inside of these covers, but I would never know because I never got that far.
So then I guess this is gonna be a question I guess that the ladies would ask, and I've had a couple friends ask me like, so the way that you met, not that you met your wife, but the way that some girls dress in clubs, you being married but you're going out with your wife, if she wanted to wear that same thing in the club, is that something she can do if she's with you? Not girls' night, just like she's with her husband and she want to look good for her husband. Are there levels to the looking good? Like,
do you want to start it off and then you let you go and then bam.
Every
situation, right? But I felt okay. So I don't know if you guys saw.
We all know that there's extreme outfits though. So like, how
do you? Okay, so let's talk about like y'all saw Keke Palmer at Usher concert with that whole drama.
Yeah.
Okay, if your wife wanted to go out to a concert or a place with you. That was like a club, like a party, not like going out to eat, but like a party scene.
We talking about actions or
right.
Garments?
Garments. Not action. Not action. No. Not action.
I think you're talking about garments that attract action, maybe.
Pretty much.
That might attract action.
But again, the Keke Palmer like outfit.
That's a slippery slope in itself.
Cool. Look, man, wear what you want. If I fuck with it, I'll fuck with it. I'm not scared of no niggas.
So how do you? How do you?
Does that make me a simp?
So for me, like something like what Keke was wearing, I'm cool with that. Like especially we together. Now the actions of Usher, that's a whole different story.
Yeah,
but
that's
like,
what I say.
We're not talking about. We're not talking about that. But we talking about that from the garments perspective. That's cool. We together. You
I'm
know.
not blaming my wife for that shit.
Bam.
I'm blaming Usher for that shit.
How do you deal with the
Yeah, you know who she is. You know who she with.
Garments aspect.
Dressing provocative.
I mean, I guess it's a different situation for me because it hasn't really been an issue. But like in an alternate universe, I mean. I find it hard to really find a situation
that you're gonna be mad,
where it's really, really gonna be a situation like because to me that's a bigger conversation. That's a trust issue. Like if you're starting to have issues with that, so like that.
Bryce said if she got buns out, I got my guns out. And ain't nobody about to walk up.
Type shit.
Ain't nobody about to step up.
Right. Okay.
So I agree with Bryce that this definitely has to be a hypothetical for me as well because
it doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen, and if it were to happen and my wife wanted to wear something like super provocative outside of the confines of our bedroom,
we talking about like tight dresses,
like you know, like
see through with some shorts underneath and a tube top probably underneath, but it's
that's extra. Nobody do
talking about like a mini dress or something, like a skirt. I'm talking about skirt, nigga.
Like if your woman is like
skirt,
a pencil dress or something,
super short shit, not no see-through shit, y'all. All right, we wasn't talking about see-through shit. I'm not. She can't wear no see-through shit.
Okay.
Yeah, my wife's definitely not stepping outside the house and nothing fucking see-through.
What are we even talking about?
I didn't know that's what you did.
It's like I'd really have to see what the tight dress and everything kind of like looks like first, because you know my wife has had some tight dresses that I'm like, all right, yeah, that's
what about carnival like type?
But it's
things?
But then
have you been uncomfortable with the dress?
No, I've never been uncomfortable with anything that she's chosen to wear. Mm-hmm. But I also feel like if I was uncomfortable, it wouldn't be an issue. Like she'd immediately just we could figure something else out.
Right.
But for me personally, it's just that I would never want you, because I understand male gaze, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
wait, what?
Male.
Yeah. Like I understand.
We actually see it. We see them looking.
And that's like that can be, again, this to go harken back to something I said earlier, I know who I am. I know my level of where I can get to, and it's like. It's only if we're out, I have to be realistic with myself. If we're out and you're in something that's gonna be getting that, oh shit, head turning type shit.
Yeah.
It's only gonna be a few head turns before I'm motherfucker. What the fuck is you looking at, man?
It's funny. I had that same conversation.
Yo, you might as well go grab it, bro.
Right.
Yeah, this thing is crazy. This nigga is crazy. This nigga is crazy, bro. Like,
wait. You know what it is?
Bro, why are you trying to fight somebody?
Wait, but you know what? It's funny. I had this conversation with my wife and like some of our friends, and I was like,
"See-through while you was out?"
No, it's not even that. Like I've seen my wife come. Like sometimes she'll wear some cute provocative stuff, and that's because we going out, and she just when we go home, it's on. You know what I'm saying? But like we had conversations about that, about the other nigga, right? About the niggas that would gaze. But I just feel like I own that shit. Like I come from a different perspective. Because I've seen niggas like look at my wife because she has assets and stuff, and I'm like,
I'd rather you
nigga.
Yeah, niggas is so modest.
I get it.
This nigga, y'all niggas is so nice and so modest.
It's not about being.
She has nice assets.
It's not even that.
Assets is crazy.
Guys looking too many times, not how many guys.
Yeah,
No, it's for me. It's any guy. I don't want you looking. That's mine.
No, understand. I respect that.
You don't gotta look.
I've been in that situation, so I respect that. I've been in a situation where I had to say some shit. So, like, because sometimes you got to.
But
bro.
I'm not.
You got to, Banks. You know.
Oh no! There's times that I have been like, yo, my nigga, you good? Like, yeah. Oh, that's you, bro. Yeah, nigga, that's me. Oh, I definitely,
you know I definitely lean towards more on the bank side of this conversation. I'll take that.
Yeah, but respect is
no respect. Of course, respect is respect.
I haven't had to deal with those situations like when you walking with your wife or your girl. Niggas know what's good, but I'm just saying, like, if there was a scenario, it was like hypothetical, then it's like, yeah, all right, nigga. If you gazing a lot, like, nigga, I'm standing, like, you right here, and I'm right here. It's like, my nigga, you good? Like, we straight? That's you, nigga? Yeah, that's me. Oh, all right, bet. Like, if you needed to just make sure that I'm not like her gay friend, not saying I come off like that, but some gay friends might roll up like, tonight you my nigga, but you know you my friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, just yo, you good? Yeah. So respectfully, just was good.
I've definitely told my wife that you can dress more. You can turn it up. Now I mean, like, I don't mind. Like, now I mean, you want to turn it up, turn it up. Now we could go. Now I mean, take it up to 10 if you want. She's more of a modest. Now I mean, dresser. That's just not I mean regular.
That's
like,
how it is.
The only thing she can't wear is leather pants, bro. That's I mean, last.
Okay.
I mean,
leather pants.
Is a no.
Leather pants.
I gotta know why girls are wearing that leather pants though.
Because that's how I got Leo.
She can't wear it from him.
It wasn't the outside process, it was the inside.
We were outside. No, we were outside. We were outside.
And we got home.
Like,
damn. I usually see that outside.
What they think about, like, he said when did those motherfucking leather pants?
I'm the pappy.
It's like we took that shit and burned them.
Nah, I don't mind. Even if I'm not there, which is, I guess, kind of crazy. I don't mind if she turns up. I mean, with the dress.
Yeah,
I really don't care. I really don't care how she dresses. I like her to dress as sexy as possible. Yeah. That's just me. There's been plenty of times where I had to fucking check niggas. Now, I mean, plenty of times. But it's part of the game. You got charge to the fucking game, nigga. You know what I mean? I don't give a
that you choose to play.
Yeah,
I don't want to play that.
You told
already set the bar.
So he said, don't go to 10.
He said, nigga, too many.
Go to 10.
Not even a second game.
10 million, nigga. Nigga said
the niggas outside fight 10.
Nigga said they went down. I had to take it to the floor.
Niggas outside fight 10.
He's like, no multiple gays. Nigga, you was the third nigga, so you had to get
generally,
it.
I'm on this side of the room with it. Like, generally, I'm on like with BJ and Banks. I want you to look good. Like,
but you could look good without.
Not true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, cause don't not shit. Throw it on now. Don't play.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, for facts.
but
For facts.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for facts.
You know what? I want provocative. That's what I should have said. I want
provocative.
Yeah.
Provocative is different.
I want provocative.
That's a different type of energy.
I want to cross. I want to be
That's probably what
not
it should've
cross the
been,
line,
the
but we might be damn near standing.
Right,
Oh, and we
right,
might have
right,
a toe
right.
on that
That's
line.
what it is.
Like, that's how I mean. Like that's how I'm trying to come.
said that's too
Man.
close to the field goal.
Boobs out, nah, I mean, like all of that.
We drove here, but we at the bus stop.
How do we get to this parking lot, baby?
It's like, you know what? Fuck that bottle service. We not paying for that shit. We got to leave right now. Tell them bring the bottle back. Close it back up.
I definitely get them because I haven't only run into it one time where that shit happened.
Right.
Like, where I had to like check, and it was definitely because I wasn't like right there. Like I was not right there. And I could see it, but the nigga was getting aggressive with the look. It's like, bro, like she don't understand what's going on. Like, this my hood. Like, you don't understand what's going on. This nigga is not gonna. I can't let this happen in front of my face. Like,
Right.
He gonna think I'm a bitch, and then he gonna think he could just do that shit whenever he want to. Like, you know what I mean? I got.
Yeah, nah.
Gotta draw the line somewhere.
Yeah,
Draw the line, dog. Gotta check a nigga, dog.
Let's get it, bro.
Alright.
That was good, fellas. For sure.
What? 1 or 2?
Let's do 2 because we going off of the other one.
This one?
Nah, next one. Yeah,
Okay,
that's cool.
All right, you want to tee it up?
Keep it light.
You want to tee it up?
So I forgot the full context because this was also last week too. So I forgot the full context, but I think it was something along the lines of basically like if a man is out shopping with you, and they complimenting the looks and everything, like shouldn't they just buy it? Or if a man is trying to holler at you and you shopping. And they saying like, "Oh my gosh, y'all look so good on you." Like, shouldn't they be the ones to buy it? This is single shit. It's crazy. Go, just play the clip, yo. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Shit is fucked up right now.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
What?
Wait, so people flirt with you at the grocery store,
Groceries.
but not offer to pay for your groceries? Get the fuck out of my face! I beg your fucking pardon. What the fuck you think this is? I'm over here shopping for things. And you're flirting with me while I'm shopping for things, but not offering to pay for the things that I'm shopping for while you're trying to flirt with me. Are you stupid?
Groceries.
Like,
because I ain't got no woman.
The only way to win right now is to pay for the groceries. If not, move the fuck around.
Are you cooking?
I'm about to cook.
Go ahead, Q.
Move around. Because you're definitely not moving on up. Thank you. Wait, so...
Unpopular opinion. 'Cause I know y'all about the unpopular opinion.
No, Q. Good. So this is you. You got the fun ring.
Look, nigga, because this is how I am. Like, I don't know how y'all gonna be. I mean, I don't know how y'all is, but if I, you know, like one day if I get married or whatever, I look, nigga, help my girl with her bags, shit, pay for her fucking food, do whatever you want to do, nigga. But I know that if I trust her enough, that like she ain't gonna be out here on that bullshit. Like, she not gonna accept it or whatever. But like, if you gonna help her to, because I don't want, like, say if like you got a pregnant wife, you don't want her at the fucking...
No, she wasn't married.
I know. I'm just saying, because I kind of low key agree. Like, what are you doing at the supermarket trying to pick up women for? Like, what are you doing there?
So
like,
as you would pay for the groceries?
No, I'm not trying. I never feel like it's right to try to pick up a woman at a supermarket, like or at a Chuck E. Cheese.
You can't to the spot where you're supposed to feed yourself without the intention of
like this is
supporting yourself to feed yourself.
Right.
Yeah, like
looking for somebody to do that for you.
She should not want to be. She should not. I mean, I don't know if she was saying that. Like, the only reason why she go there is if niggas. If you go to her, I'm just saying, leave me alone. If I'm at the fucking grocery store, leave me alone, nigga. Like what the fuck? Like, I agree with that low key. Like, low key.
I hear.
Wait till after she paid for the shit.
I do think that a lot of time women might think certain things is flirting when it might be not. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he's trying to help you with some
she was
shit,
saying he was walking with her, like,
talking to her,
and like in the aisles, like,
oh
damn.
yeah, nigga, pay for my food.
It's like, bro,
Pay
are
for
we
my
in the?
food.
Are you?
Like,
Do you need to be in this aisle right now,
That could
bro?
be my
Like,
wife. That could be my woman. What you doing following my girl around? Like, nigga, like, is you about to pay for her food, nigga? Like, cause honestly, I think that like laundromats, like, y'all niggas is crazy. What y'all doing here? Like,
Okay.
See, God.
do you separate your wives and darks?
So if you're a single man and let's say you're in the supermarket and you think it's weird if you see something, you're like, yo, I like her though. She's cute. I want to say hello.
we already established that ain't what happened.
No, that is what happened.
Nah, she said he was following. Y'all said he was following her around.
No, he was just trying to holler.
If he was trying to flirt.
I think that is. I don't think that's a good place to be doing all that.
That's debatable.
I feel like that's all right.
Go ahead, debate it, nigga. That's why we here.
Yeah. I'm cool with whatever y'all got to say. Like,
Excuse me. I don't have a problem with the supermarket being the venue. That I honestly kind of like that better than a lot of other situations that you might meet a person. Right. And so my only thing is that setting is one thing, right? We happen to be in the supermarket. I'm clearly taking some form of interest in you because I've decided to approach you and speak to you.
Right.
This now means I must pay for your groceries.
We can't say it can't just be hi.
It
how
said,
you doing?
"What
What's your name?"
did you meet her by the steak? Because that shit is expensive. Like, what aisle did I meet you
I'm
with?
just trying to figure out
I
how
just
we
need a
get
little bit more
there.
context.
I need more context, but like I've seen, like I know how niggas, like I've walked with some niggas. When we in the mall, we in JCPenney. My nigga, like I feel you, like you like that, like I feel you. She ain't give you no play, my nigga. Like leave it alone.
Let it go.
Leave it alone because she shouldn't have to be like, because then you're gonna feel like she on some shit when she be like, I got a man, like nigga, oh bitch, I ain't trying to talk to you like that. Like I'm just trying, like it's like yo,
trying to get your number.
But you were
have a conversation.
We gotta
But
be
no,
real
seriously
with
though,
Nigga said he wasn't even on that anyway.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. We gotta be real with it.
You can't have friends. That's what they say, right? You can't have friends.
You gotta be real.
No,
like,
nigga.
I got 3 boys, right? One of my boys are 14. In a few years, he'll be trying to court if he's. I know.
Ted's boy
Never mind.
gonna be wilding.
But
It's a different vibe.
my man gonna be out here.
Right.
This era different. He probably not
If
gonna
my
meet her in real life
son,
first.
if my son approaches a female in the supermarket because he's taking interest in her, and her response is pay for my groceries, I want him to run
yes,
Facts.
as fast as possible.
Yes.
You don't entertain her. You don't. She's not it. You get out of it.
Respectfully, yeah.
Yes.
Exit the premises
Yes,
expeditiously.
I think we can agree with both of those statements though. Like, and I don't think, because I think that like I feel like people overreact to what they think flirting is a lot of times.
100%.
But like I also know that her voice sounded like she might be in a certain neighborhood and might attract a certain nigga, and I know how certain niggas be. They might be a little aggressive with their approach. You know what I'm saying? I know you're not gonna. You will hope that your son would be respectful, you know what I'm saying, and not if she did that off of one approach from the nigga, then she tripping, and I could believe that because she went online to do it. I could believe it, you feel me? But like I've seen shit like, you know what I'm saying, where a nigga is just like 4 or 5 times like, and they might actually get the number, and that's what gives them the confidence to do it again. You know what I'm saying? Like so. Sometimes it's just like, you gotta know where you at. And I try to avoid certain situations, me personally. Like, when I go fucking wash my clothes, and I'm a single man washing my clothes at the laundromat, I'm there washing my clothes.
Damn.
You might be able to see something, you might end up liking something, but you gotta be respectful and know it's mostly like...
I get it. You guys are both there washing clothes, but I just don't want it to be weird that you can't go talk to her just because
I'm not saying you can't. I'm not saying you can't. And maybe weird, like I can acknowledge that saying weird might have not been the most accurate word to use, but like
appropriate.
I think you get what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I think you get what I'm saying. It's like, yo, like know where you at. Like know where you at. You're gonna teach your son if you haven't already. Know where you at. Know what you can get yourself into. If you want to speak to somebody there, 9 times out of 10 you're not gonna run into that shit. A girl telling you that she might just tell you like, no, I'm good, thank you. Like you're not gonna run into that. That's rare.
Sure, that's super rare.
That's rare.
That's gotta be rare.
I'm actually talking off of something that's I already had a thought about before this, based off of a prior situation where I'm like I started off saying, like if my girl or my wife is shopping and like say she's pregnant or whatever, say she's not pregnant, she's shopping and a nigga offer to help her with her bags and then at the end asking for our number. Just like if you feel like he gonna hurt you or say some shit, give him my number, do some whatever. But like at that point, you could just turn him down. Like you could turn him down because I would hope that nigga's respectful enough to just fucking
walk away.
Back off. Yeah. But sometimes you run into a nigga that's gonna make 4 or 5 approaches. You like, yo nigga, like I told you I'm good. Like what the fuck? You gonna pay for my food? I might change my mind.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And she might not even really want that shit. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day.
Yeah, I just didn't take her video that way. Like,
Yeah,
I didn't
agree.
take her
I agree. That's why I said
as
it's
like
unpopular.
an annoyed. This guy kept bothering me, so buy my food then type of response.
Right.
Oh no, she was
I
just
think
mad.
she expected that off the rip.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm at the grocery store, you're approaching me, and that's not part of your
What she
approach.
look like? She look like
She looked like a scale of 1 to 10, 6.
Yeah, nah, she ain't used to that shit, bro. She ain't getting that shit unless she ain't getting that shit, bro. She ain't just getting niggas buying her phone.
No.
all the time. She got
Facts.
She sound. Now I'm not trying to. I don't know if this whatever, but I'm not trying to sound like I'm fucking profiling her. But she probably got some stamps. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, she talking like, cause she talking.
Yeah.
A lot of people like that do have they have not superiority. It's a word where you feel like you're entitled. They have
Entitlement.
They have entitlement issues. So like, she's entitled clearly. She feels entitled clearly. Like when somebody wants her, that they gotta pay for all her shit
Right.
immediately.
I just want to know how it got there. Like how did that?
I mean,
She could be exaggerating about that.
I feel like it was an
She could be
exaggeration. Like,
exaggerating
he
about
probably
that.
wasn't beasting that crazy.
Do you really believe that like she expects that because that's the type of treatment she receives?
Engagement, bro.
Nah, it's the way
I think
the
that's
nigga
what she
is.
wants to. That's what she sees online. That's what she aspires to. You know what I mean? That's
Did we
what
talk
she
about
wants.
the cheesecake shit? It's like the cheesecake shit.
Yeah.
It's like, when did this happen?
I still don't get that. Like, how is Cheesecake Factory weird? Like,
That's what I'm
Yo,
saying.
it's not. Yo, if you ask, but you ask females in real life.
They're
like, that's
They're like,
fine.
yeah, I'm out, nigga. Wherever you ask me to go, I am going, nigga. Like,
It was an unrealistic list,
that's why
bro.
I
That
just
didn't
don't
make
even
sense.
understand where those
It
arguments.
didn't make sense at
yeah,
all.
I don't.
It's about engagement, bro. Like what she just did. She went to the internet and said some outlandish shit
just to get people.
and got a bunch of fucking random people that don't even know her talking about it. That's how that shit worked. And I'm not agreeing with her reaction because I do think that people do shit for clout. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like, I do think that like it's certain places where like, you know, like, first of all, if you misogynistic anyway, like, you know, like she probably shopping there for her family type shit. Like, leave her alone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bitch probably stressed out. That's a stressed ass place, yo. Like, you about to spend $300-400, like,
Right.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I get it, bro. Don't talk to me when I'm doing my laundry.
Just
What's wrong with you?
I ain't got no extra quarters.
Your wife has a decent amount of friends, right? So do you like? I guess there's always like drama sometimes, usually, and they're like sometimes in their relationship, sometimes the single ones and stuff like that. Like, do you find yourself giving them advice or like talking, maybe like having conversations with them about?
No, and I actually have a problem with it.
Really?
Because me and my wife have been friends for so long. Like, without getting into like too much detail.
Yeah.
My wife's friends have. I've been with my wife for over a decade, so
Yeah.
her friends have become like my extended family. So there's a handful of those girls that I absolutely care about.
Right.
That have made some terrible decisions with shit bags.
Horrible life decisions.
That I could have possibly
Save them
from.
Yeah.
Had I been able to like really operate in spaces the way that I would like to.
Right,
But, you know
right.
what I'm saying? I have to respect friendships and her boundaries with them and, you know, all the good stuff. So I don't know. It's like, yeah, I just wish that I could have.
In a lot of ways, though, that's a tough spot, though.
Yeah, Ben, how do you do?
Because, like, to a large degree, you have to kind of step back and allow what's meant to be, and like,
And
sometimes interference from outside forces.
That was always a big part of it because she would say like, you know, even if I did tell, like, if I didn't like a guy, right, and I like wanted to be like, nah, get him out of here.
Yeah.
It would be like, my wife's thing would always be like, she's not gonna listen to you anyway.
And now she know you don't like.
And then even in the end,
So
when
now she's
it
gonna
was
think
like,
twice about bringing them around.
Yeah.
But even just like, all right, might not listen to me, but me saying this, know what I mean, next time you might realize, oh, he was right.
I think
maybe
gotta,
I should.
Very true.
I think you gotta establish that you're that person, but that's still a dangerous person to be because I'm that person that can talk to.
I am a habitual line stepper.
Yeah, it's hard to be that. It's hard to be that guy.
It's very hard because I find myself arguing and shit with Jordans and bitches and shit like that. Like it's crazy, but because I care so much. Now I mean, like I don't want you to be in bad situations,
like, yo,
so I will tell you what the fuck.
Tell you
where you're fucking up.
Yeah, where you got this line and the cross access at, and where you fucked up.
That's where it's like it's different because like I'm mostly quiet. Where it's like I don't, especially when it's like you're not my friends. You guys know me. When you're not my friends, I really don't have too much to say unless like there is like, you know, so. There would be like times where it's like I'd be like have a lot to say, and then like the breakup happens, right? And I finally get to speak my piece,
right?
And there's always this moment where like I've never heard you even talk this much. And it's like
you never said this before.
But you know what's crazy? That's dangerous waters because 2 months down the line when they start talking again,
yeah, they know you don't like them.
Yeah, I don't care though.
You know what's funny? Bro? You just gotta start doing it early on because I feel like people respect you.
That's what it becomes about.
Yeah.
When you know that
why
they
didn't you
respect
tell me
your
that
perspective.
before?
Exactly.
I think that's why I verbalize how I feel from the door.
From the beginning.
Yeah.
From the beginning.
That's why I say you gotta establish that.
Especially if you
gotta be that person. Like it's hard to be that person though, bro.
I don't mind being wrong.
Yeah,
I don't mind being wrong.
You gotta admit it.
But,
oh yeah,
no, I mean, I'll tell you, I was wrong. I hope
First
I'm wrong.
impression is one thing.
I hope I'm wrong about the situation, but
a lot of times I'm usually right.
And I've been through it, and I know a lot of fuck niggas, and I can tell them.
We're actually breaking guy code to tell you what's up.
Yeah. I'm actually me telling you this information is illegal, bitch.
I put a lot of
I'm putting a lot on the line.
Is there some sort of paywall we can hide this behind?
Yeah, right.
What are we doing?
Like, I'm having this conversation with you is because I care about you.
I'm just saying, I put a lot of my wife's friends on with just like, you dealing with who? Yeah, nah, he's gonna be different.
Bro, that shit is
he's gonna be different, and then later on they realize
I can't say.
I said, but you just gave him the draws, but he was different, right?
Yo, you might have to use this.
Now he not courting you no more. He's showing you the real side. Like
you gotta be careful, bro, because you gotta be. Most of the time, you talking about your niggas. Or your friends, or people that have been your friends,
or if you're not directly talking about them, you're talking about information that was given to you by people that are directly.
Exactly.
Like,
so you
at some point you're burning somebody close to you to be given.
You gotta change names.
That's
you gotta make. It's like.
And at some point that shit is not gonna make sense, and niggas gonna figure that dumb shit out.
Like when it's my male friends involved with like another female friend that I'm close with. I'll try to like I'll listen to both sides, but I'll try not to like. Know what I mean?
No, I'm talking about.
But it's usually I'm talking
about a girl based off of a fuck nigga.
No, I'm talking about usually like friends of a female that like if I don't give a fuck about this nigga. I don't know this nigga like that. Know what I mean? Like, but I'll tell you, and if you don't listen, know what I mean, that's.
I'm not gonna be I told you so ass nigga either. Like,
oh no, I am.
We homies. Nah, we homies.
I am. Remember that time I said that information and you didn't listen? I'm not gonna say I told you so, but I did tell you.
I did tell you.
Spark those reminders.
That was decent.
Subtle and passive reminders.
I'm about to say that was a little forward, but that was decent how you were presented. Like you remember, like last time, like kind of.
Nah, I mean I ain't gonna say I told you so, but you know,
I kind of gave you a heads up.
I let you know.
Like remember Jerron?
Yo, that shit is crazy.
Like, okay, I told you about Gary.
Crazy.
Welcome back.
Yo, before we get into this, I guess last topic. Yo, you guys, this side of the room, that's a little different perspective from this side of the room, right?
Oh, with sexiness?
Is this segregation? Like what we got going on?
Yes,
crazy.
Yes, y'all light skinned niggas over there.
I'm not light skinned.
Yo, I wish you switched with this nigga because that should have been a spectrum. Right? That should have.
This side of the room.
BJ, you go golden.
That's my son is like a Dominican me, bro.
Nah, smile to his cheeks.
Yeah, it's just smiling. He got these dimples, bro. Like if he didn't look like that's not never mind. That's my guy. That's my guy. That's it.
Gotta call that nigga Junior.
Yeah, nah, he's not Junior. I wonder if he's gonna feel some way about not being like my heir. Now, I mean, I don't know how to like.
What do you?
What's the first?
Because
one?
because
what's the first one you hear? Like,
Liam's like he's like my hat. He has my name. Like exactly, we have the same name. The second one is his name is Leonardo. My first name is William. So like
it can go either way. He might like the individuality, but it might shift. It might be different things. I didn't like having my last name for a little bit.
Wait, so Liam that's your middle name too, or that's
no? Liam's a third, but he's saying Leonardo.
No, Liam is his name is William Alfred Roach.
Right.
We have the same name.
Is he a fourth or he's a third?
He's the fourth.
Oh, okay.
So what makes you not do like William, like the same thing, but just like Leonardo, like as like a,
Leonardo might be mad.
What's that?
How come like Leonardo wasn't like the same, but just like y'all called him Leonardo?
I mean, we wasn't gonna call him the fifth.
Yeah,
like
you can't call him. My grandfather got that problem. Him and his little brother both named James.
Okay.
That shit is
I couldn't have named him William Part 5. That would have been a lot.
Yeah. Also, it's only like one per generation.
I think it's like one.
I thought even if you had brothers, it was like that was the.
No, it's the firstborn, and then he names his son.
Okay.
He has to give Liam the opportunity to give his son
bring it down. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I hope Leo is not mad that he's not William also, or not William.
He might like it. I think it's going to change. It's going to shift. Like sometimes he might feel identity, problems, and then other times he might, like the fact that he's an individual in the family,
Yeah.
But you got to make sure that if you feel like it's going to be a problem, you notice being a problem, you just got to, find a way to tackle that the best way you can.
Tackle it head on, man.
Liam's the oldest, but like they are close in age.
Yeah, they're right there.
Yeah, like it's gonna, you know what I mean. So.
But anyway, like I said, you guys have a different perspective of raising children. You guys have girls. Mm-hmm. Not TJ. You have one. You have 3 boys and 1 girl. But Bam, you have 1 girl. But you guys both have girls. Me and Banks don't. I guess just us interacting, being around each other, raised like. I guess the parenting. I guess it's different, right? It's a little different. Like we go. I know I go about things a little different than Bam does. I mean, that's just how it is. Do you feel it's a little bit harder raising a girl, easier raising a girl, or it's just indifferent? This is just what it is. Like, I mean,
I might have a little bit of a different perspective from him, just because she's being raised as like part of a larger group. Mm-hmm. So for me, it's like my daughter's the easiest, but then I also have like, I don't want to say like the least interaction with her, because that's not a correct way to like depict it, but it's just like she's not doing the same things as often as like my older boys, and because it's even true for my youngest son. Like those two are kind of like just grouped together as like the babies.
Yeah.
And they're not
babies.
They're just babies.
Yeah.
So it's like and I feel like the only thing that's different is like my daughter will kind of always be my baby.
Right.
Mm-hmm. That changes with sons at a certain point. Like, like Calvin's my baby, Cam's my guy.
JoJo's like your best friend.
He's the oldest.
He's the oldest teenager, and that means he's in high school.
He's been here half your life, basically.
Right.
Yeah, I feel
what I'm saying? We did a lot of, me and that guy did a lot of growing up together.
Right.
So it's like,
it's a different dynamic.
It's a different dynamic with each of them. Mm-hmm. And then even JoJo points it out, like they each got a different version of me as well, because it's like having them at different ages.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like with JoJo, I had no fucking clue what I was doing. Plus, I had Wild Young, where I was like still into a lot of shit. I had JoJo outside in the beginning, like, and it's like he makes fun of his
nigga was at meetings and shit.
He tells him like, y'all love
I'm from together, yeah.
Like that's how he talks to his siblings, type of thing. So
he was at the meetings and shit.
He doubled down, bro.
It's different. So like with my daughter, you know what I mean? With my daughter, the expectations are different. She's younger. She's, you know what I mean?
You said she raised by community too, right? Because JoJo's already old enough to like help out a lot, right?
Yeah, he does a lot, you know. So it's different.
Yeah.
It's you know, my daughter kind of got it easy. She's in the middle and on the younger side of all of them. So it's like.
She's the third. So you got one son that's younger than her.
Yeah.
Okay, so he gonna eventually be stepping into.
But that's what I mean. Too. Like she just has it easier because like even with Calvin, he's 3, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm already trying to get him on the rec team to wrestle next year. Like,
yeah. So she gonna.
She just chilling.
She just chilling.
She just chilling.
You know, so it's like. Yeah. I mean, she dances. And like we tried to get her to play soccer, that didn't work out. Right. So, you know, she's chilling, and you know, I'm all right with that.
Yeah, no, I mean, you need a princess. You need a princess. I mean, like, you gotta.
I know life is gonna treat her a lot differently than it's gonna treat my boys, right? Like,
right.
That's what I wanted to get into, raising them, knowing that things are gonna be different for girls and boys.
Right.
Yeah.
And to me, that's the responsibility that comes with raising the girls, like preparing them for that journey, for that experience.
Preparing or not preparing.
Because, I mean, at the end of the day, you'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So,
But I mean, to interject, we're not just because we've been around. I like to say we're from the fatherless generation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We know, especially the girls that didn't have a father at the home, and then we kind of know how that sometimes how that came.
Yeah, no absolutes.
No, yeah, exactly. That's what I said. Sometimes
both ways that shit can be crazy.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. We know how sometimes that ended up. So, like, I mean, you're continuing, Bryce. You're trying to. I guess we don't. Obviously, we don't want. That's not gonna happen. But like, I mean, you're trying to. I guess deter. You've seen it happen, so you see trying to.
Yeah, and I mean, kind of not opposed or contradictory to TJ's experience and what his daughter's experiencing. Kind of part of what my responsibility is right now is giving my daughter that same experience, that same exposure, that same protection.
Right.
Without that physical presence.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, so like that's that same burden that you have in raising a daughter right now in these times with everything going on, and just having to kind of know the landscape that you're dealing with, what's out here, and what you went through as an individual, and what you see is going on out here in the world every day.
Yeah. Right.
And just putting your child in the best position, to have the best relationships possible in whatever aspect of life that may be.
Okay.
I feel you. No, I feel you. And like
that's fine.
It's like I said, it's just us being together and like, having our kids together. It's the same and different at the same time. I mean, with Liam, I guess like sometimes I got chill too because I just let him just do and run and do like. He's a boy. He falls and shit like this. I'm like, yo, he'll be all right. I mean, but I feel like if I had a girl, I'd be a little bit more protective over those type of situations.
Maybe if she was your first, maybe not. I got a cousin that she's a girly girl now, but she grew up like a dude. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because she had boy cousins, and her father was an athlete, and that's just how he knew how to. He was made to raise a boy, Right. Like, but he got the girl, like he's an athlete, but he got the girl probably to like reel him in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you're not going to get what you want here right away or at all. Like, you're going to have to learn to love, like, what you made regardless. You know what I mean? You have to learn to protect this in a different way. Like, you might not be able to put her in football practice and make her play the same sports that you play. You got to find her. I got to put her in dancing school. You know what I mean? Maybe if I want
these recitals.
Yeah, like, so it's... this from the outside looking in, obviously, and I have technically raised a niece. Like, but it is different. Like, you know what I mean? Like seeing how a girl eventually, like that age, the age is going to be even more apparent. Like, you know, when Liam's a certain age, you know, when Masai's a certain age, you know, and I'm sorry, I don't know your daughter. Anaya's a certain age. Like, they're all the same age, but that shit's gonna be a big ass difference when they 12. You're gonna have to be treated a lot different from each other. You know what I mean? And I do think that's, you know,
that's unique.
Yeah, you're the male. You're the only male. You're the strongest male influence in her life, and then your daughter has 4 male influences in her life. You know that you have 4 chances to maybe show her the right way. You know how to be treated by men. And how a man should, you know, act towards women, and you know how he should treat his wife, you know, things like that. That's where it starts.
Yeah, she's not gonna take no bullshit. She's gonna have 4 examples of how to be a strong black man. And whoever is willing to step in those footsteps, they have a lot.
It's gonna be very, very tough trying to date my daughter.
Yeah, it's dangerous. Nah, I mean, they all wrestle, my nigga. Like, it's gonna be bad for you, bro.
My boys is different.
It's gonna be bad. They're gonna be putting you in pretzels, my nigga. Like, you're not ready for this, dog.
You acknowledge that you don't have that, so I think it's gonna be equally probably as tough, you know, to date Bryce's daughter. Because of like what he acknowledges that he don't have.
Because you wanna know what's funny? She gonna wrestle just like them niggas. Fucking these little niggas. So try it if you want to.
But see, I think you'll have a better chance because it'll be more of a, my dad wants me to do this, and it's like, you know, she's gonna be either the oldest or the only by the time she gets of age to do so. Where for Maya, it's like, I've been watching these niggas do it. And you want me to? Oh, nah.
Or I've been wrestling them. I'm not trying.
Yeah, no, she's in the house wrestling.
I ain't wrestling these niggas. I wrestle these niggas all day, bro.
In a real aspect, like I've tried to get her, because you know how I am. I'm like, I want her to be athletic. I want her to do things. It's like I asked her, like, seriously, we're gonna let her wrestle, because I don't mind her wrestling. Only thing I don't really like that she would have to wrestle boys, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
but
she got 3. You know what I mean?
It's like she does wrestle her brothers anyway, so it's
she
like
probably
I
nice
wasn't
as fuck,
absolutely opposed to her wrestling.
Yeah, true.
And she can move a little bit. I think she would be nice. She just doesn't want to, and I'm not going to force her.
That's fair.
You got to be able to read your child and see what they want to do, what they don't want to do.
Absolutely not the type of child that she is. She is 100% a princess.
What do you think, Banks? Like, how is it like raising your son? And Banks has a community too. Like, and I think it's I'm around, and I like, you know, to see like that Banks has a community. And you know, like, what's your perspective of like y'all all raising kids at the same time, or your best friend and your best man and certain people are still around, you know?
Yeah. Having a village is cool, and like my son seeing like different examples of my friends, and like, you know, that they're always loved, you know, even outside. But I'm definitely the same way. Like, I want my kid's gonna be tough. Like, he's gonna be a tough kid. He's very heavy-handed right now. I'm just like, where'd you get that from? Like, he's like just be picking up toys. Like, yeah. I'm like, man, I'm talking about small toys. Talking about like big toys. He's like, yeah.
Box and throw it up.
Yeah, we was like, damn, bro. Like, so I mean, again, I think especially having a male, and then more than likely having more kids, like him being the top example is going to be like, all right, everybody else going to fall in line with the toughness, but it's going to be, we're going to to see when I have a girl if I'm going to
It's a lot of boys in your family too, like
a lot of men in the family. But there are a substantial amount of women too.
No, I'm saying it's a lot of women, but it's a lot of boys, like the
younger.
Kids.
Like,
There's younger boys. All boys.
Yeah, so see, he already has male cousins, but if I had a girl, she would have a lot of male cousins instead of like girl cousins. Minus like aunties and them that are like that are there, but I think a girl would make me fold. I ain't gonna hold you, like a girl, especially like a second girl. Like it'd be crazy. Like having a girl as a second, not like a third, like 2 boys and then a girl. But like I have a boy right now, and if I have a girl next, it's like I'm a fold. Like I'm done, bro. Like I'm gonna be soft.
I think I want a girl too, because I feel like your sons, like they're actively trying to like murder you, like your whole life. You know what I mean? Like they're doing. They're trying to figure out
how to beat their dad.
Beat you. Know what I mean? Like one day, like they're gonna look at you like, I mean, they're gonna want to square up with you one day. I've been there with my father. Like, I mean, it's just it's inevitable. It's gonna happen. You're gonna think you could beat this nigga. Like, it's just like real talk. with your daughter, they're trying to make sure you survive. Like, they want you to stay alive. Like, they want you to make sure, Daddy, drink this water. Like, make sure, like, know what I mean? And they're protectors of their father. Like, that's, I think.
And that's based off of how you raise them.
Yeah, and that's how part of
the aspect. If you raise them as a caring dad, you know, they're going to want to care for you. And sometimes if you raise them as a shitty dad or an absent dad,
I think
might not want to take care of you.
Even as much like nigga, like shit that I've been through with my dad, and like my sisters will always look at him.
No, I agree.
Like
I agree with
regardless,
you.
like whatever happened in the past, like they'll still like always protect him, and like I'll even if like I find myself trying to like protecting him too, but. Sometimes I'm hard on him, and they'll be like, "Yo, why are you talking to him like that? Like, why?" I'm like, "Yo, bro, like, you know what the fuck is going on?" Like, I mean, like,
yeah.
But I don't know. It's funny. Yo, TJ,
what up?
Thank you for coming. You've been an amazing guest, bro.
Appreciate you, my brother.
Appreciate you.
Facts, man. I feel like we've been friends for a long time.
Yes. It was natural. Just.
Now, I mean, like I said, come back anytime, bro. We fuck with you, bro. Like you, we're about to make you a recurring guest.
For sure.
Season 2. Know what I mean? Definitely. Right. It's only right?
It's only right.
Season 2.
And we out here, dog.
Let's go.
Listen, make it enough.
Give me the money. Wait a minute. What's this? This ain't enough. Make it enough.
Thanks with the fuck, y'all.
Yeah. As always, appreciate y'all for pulling up. Make sure you follow all platforms, man. Make It Enough podcast on everything.
Yeah.
TJ, we appreciate you, my brother, man. Thank you for coming through, bro. As always, man. Season 2, we here. Y'all making it enough.
We here, dog. You want to be a guest? Make sure you hit that Discord. Make sure you like us on Make sure you like us on fucking YouTube. Subscribe. Hit that Instagram. Hit them DMs. You know what time it is. Make it enough.
That nigga said, if you want to be on the show, DM me right now. Right now. Hit up Busy Banks. Hit us up.
Yeah, I hate y'all niggas.
Right now. I got to scratch my knee.